Hello and welcome to Horror Movie Maniacs, the podcast all about horror movies. I am your host, Ben, and I'm here as always with my amazing co host, Grant.
Just damn straight. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. How are
Good.
you?
I'm all right. I've got the heart background. I'm sure it'll make sense in a minute. At the minute you're thinking, what the fuck's that? I don't mind Bullet for my Valentine, but this isn't why. That's all I'm going to
No,
say.
yeah, your background's pretty cool. I wish I'd done a cool background, but
Yeah, except for
my,
these bits, but I don't
yeah,
care enough to do anything about it, so I've just got to live
yeah,
with
that's
it.
fine. My text shits the bed whenever I try and do anything graphically on it, so got to put up with
Mm.
the background in my living room, unfortunately. So yeah, there
It's
you
a
go.
lovely living room, Ben. It's lovely.
Oh, thanks. It's a bit
Yeah.
dark, isn't it?
What are we doing here?
Right, so we are here for our Valentine's Day special.
Oh,
Uh, I know,
now the
which
background makes
is
sense.
yes. Put
The
enough,
heart in
put a
case
sound
you're
effect
thinking about
in. Put a sound effect in. Um, yeah, Valentine's special, all about my bloody Valentine. I nearly said bullet for my
it.
Valentine
Yeah,
because
see, I
that's
got
what
it.
you said.
Got it there. They're good band. Good, very good band. But yeah,
Yeah, fun
my
band.
bloody
So
Valentine.
we're going to do my bloody Valentine 81 versus my bloody Valentine 2009, Revenge
So
of the
these are
Remake.
Revenge. I was going to say Revenge of the Remake. We haven't done one in a while. Don't remember what the last
No?
one was.
I think we've only done one. Chainsaw Massacre versus Chainsaw
Ah,
Massacre.
yeah.
I know,
Very
long
good.
time ago. I think that was what, second or third episode maybe?
Was that when I was hammered? No, that was The Fly.
No, that was The
That
Fly.
was
Yeah, yeah,
Fearsome
yeah.
Face Off, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it. But
That was another good time.
Chainsaw Revenge of the Remake is actually one of our most listened to episodes.
Well, it's just what happens, isn't it?
I don't know
We
if that's
deliver.
good or bad because that was early on, and now we've been doing it ages, and no one's listening.
What I will say, what I've always said is anyone that listening, please get onto YouTube. They're just the numbers aren't moving, man.
We're trying, aren't we? We're trying.
Yeah, we've got some good stuff. I mean, there's plenty to come, but just Ben's lazy, so he's not on there.
Just a busy person, aren't
No, lazy.
I? And I need some new technology. So, like I said
Yeah,
before,
no, just busy. There's a lot of
but
streaming work in it. Loads of gameplay, loads of gaming.
yeah, loads of video editing takes forever. So,
We haven't
but
done a
yeah,
pod
there's a
in a
lot in the
while. So.
pipeline. But let's concentrate on today.
So sorry, so sorry.
No, it's fine. So yeah, Valentine's special. You doing anything for Valentine's Day?
I don't think so.
I'm not asking you out on a date, by the way. I'm just saying.
You're not my type, Ben. Too hairy.
No, fair enough.
No,
Touche.
no, I'm your type though.
Oh, always. Yeah, always,
No, I
mate.
don't think I am doing anything. I've been with my wife
No?
for so goddamn long. What else can you do? We went and saw Papa Roach Friday. We'll just call that Valentine.
Yeah. That seemed really cool, actually. I've seen him once before.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable, but
Nice.
too much to drink. I'm too old.
Still done in from
Oh, God, yeah.
it.
Easy. Yeah. Worth it, though.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm not with the missus on the evening of Valentine's Day, so I'm
Oh.
taking my boy to see Brighton Chelsea. So yeah, there you go.
I don't want to talk about Brighton Chelsea.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
should we
I'm all
move
right.
on for you?
Yeah, let's definitely move on.
No worries. Right, let's get chatting then about my bloody Valentine.
Yeah, my bloody Valentine.
Do you want to hit us up with a synopsis for the 81 version?
Oh, God, yeah. A
Or do you not want to?
decades-old folk tale surrounding a deranged murderer killing those who celebrate Valentine's Day turns out to be a true legend when a group defies the killer's orders and people start turning up dead. So I read that weirdly, but it was the grammar on it was horrendous.
No, it's okay. I had a little look before and I thought, fucking hell, that's a terrible synopsis.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna lie.
that's bad. But I mean,
And
it explains it well, but there's no commas in there.
no, it's just all whacked up there on the screen, isn't it? Do you want to hit us
Yeah.
up with the synopsis for 2009?
Yeah.
Do it.
Tom, you know Tom. Tom returns to his hometown on the 10th anniversary of the Valentine's Night massacre that claimed the lives of 22 people. Instead of a homecoming, Tom finds himself suspected of committing the murders, and it seems like his old flame is the only one that believes he's innocent.
Ooh,
That's
so
a
that gives
crap
a
synopsis.
yeah, but it gives a bit more than the last one.
Yeah, but I've got to speak on it.
Neither were great. Neither
I'm
were
not
great.
commenting.
We could try and do a little bit better.
Yeah, nah.
No, we'll leave it to it. It's
Old
basically
old
it's
lady in a
basically
washing machine.
about some miners. There's an accident. One of the miners is down there for ages, ends up eating some of the other miners. He goes mad, comes back, kills some people, and then he gets put in in the mental institution.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then it all goes on from there, doesn't it? I think he comes back every year on Valentine's Day to kill people.
Yeah, he patrols to make sure there's no Valentine stuff out.
That's it. He doesn't like it, does he? He doesn't like
No,
all the Valentine's
seems a
celebrations.
bit,
Um,
bit sensitive there, mate.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But so the killer, Harry Warden, isn't it? The miner,
Oh, yes, yes. Mr.
as he's
Warden.
labelled, kills people with his pickaxe, rips out their hearts.
Yeah, he does.
Quite a
That
cool
beginning
way.
bit's a bit weird.
On which one?
On the 81 version, it gave me like, I mean, I reckon Silent Hill probably got it from this, but it was massive Silent Hill vibes. The music was Silent Hill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, big time vibes. And then obviously they're in
Nice.
Minor Mars, and in the Silent Hill movie they're in Minor Mars, so I got strong Silent
No,
Hill vibes.
okay. I
And I
didn't.
know it's an 81 film, but that woman's tattoo couldn't be more obviously done with a felt tip.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't want it done for real, did she? Can I just say
Oh no, but
before we get any deeper, there will be massive spoilers for both
oh
films,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
probably know that already. So,
I mean the film was 81 and 2009. That's not on us.
no, 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 they're not exactly new movies, although I still think 2009 was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Um,
true, yeah. I still remember going
but,
to cinema to see this.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, in
Because it's
81.
3D. It was one of the first 3D I ever saw, so it was
Yeah.
amazing.
No, that's cool. But the beginning of 81, so yeah, it
Yes.
all does start a little weird where the young lady in the miner outfit uh,
Mm,
is with the other masked miner, and he won't take his mask off, will he? They're about to get it on, and he's like, no,
yeah.
no, 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 don't take the mask off. Well, he doesn't say that, but he just gestures, no, no, no. And then
Yeah.
she starts stroking the mouth breathing pipe
Yeah, that's
bit.
what I was going to touch on. There's a bit of an innuendo there, young
Yeah,
lady.
most definitely.
In a
Yeah,
mine.
what's that?
Couldn't have gone somewhere else.
Yeah, it's not the most romantic of places, I wouldn't have thought.
No. I mean, at least she wore the equipment.
Yeah, yeah, but then she starts taking it off, like you say.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
the old heart felt tip tattoo on her chest,
Yeah.
and yeah, next minute impaled through the chest slash tattoo.
Yeah, and he doesn't even, you know, he just kills her before he even gets to, they get to enjoy themselves. He's just straight in and
That's
dead.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
You weren't there for that, was he? You weren't there for
no.
that,
No, I mean,
clearly.
yeah,
So,
it's one way to do it.
but I'd have thought quite a strong start for the 81. I quite enjoyed the beginning. It's typically 80s and a bit weird. So
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all.
no, I can't remember how the 2009 one starts. So that's a good beginning, isn't it?
No, I can't. I only watched it last night.
Oh, really?
It's a bit forgetful, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, I like this won't be a surprise to anyone who knows me really, but I prefer the 80s one. Um,
You're not going to believe this, Ben.
but you didn't prefer the 80s one.
No, I did.
You did prefer the 80s
I
one.
did. I preferred the 81 version to the
Oh
2009
my
one.
God.
I know.
I'm in shock, complete
I know.
shock.
Do you know what did it for me?
Go
I
on.
know this, I touched on it. I know the film was 3D and it came out in cinema as 3D. Cool.
Yeah,
When you watch it not 3D, it's just so obviously 3. Like, do you know what I mean? Like everything is the camera, it's
yeah.
3D.
The pickaxe is in your
Oh.
face, the eyeballs are in your face and stuff.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
I found it overdone. Like even the
yeah,
front cover, I've got it in the background. It's a
right.
pickaxe straight at the screen. It's like, I get it.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't realize this is a 3D movie, you now
I get
do.
it, and
So,
I know they went for it, and it was amazing at the time. But yeah,
hmm.
watching it back, I was like, this is actually a bit shit.
So what did you make overall, though? Let's say the story is similar in both films. I think
Yes,
in the original, there was two supervisors, wasn't there, that should have been supervising the mine,
yeah,
and there's six other miners in there, whatever, and they weren't. They went out drinking, as you
yeah,
do when you're
of
a
course.
supervisor on a dangerous job. You're like, oh fuck it, let's just go to the pub.
Yeah, what you would do,
Um,
wouldn't you?
I mean, who hasn't? But
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
anyway,
mine all the time.
it all goes wrong, doesn't it? And they get buried
Mm.
down in the mine, and that's how that one kicks off. Um, I can't think where I was going with that.
Oh no, yeah, and I remember the beginning of the '09 one now. They're doing a similar thing, aren't they? They're down there in a party.
Yeah, that's it. It actually starts off with the party, doesn't it? Yeah,
But what is the
loads of
obsession with
teenagers.
partying in a mine?
I mean, if it didn't, it wouldn't be my bloody Valentine, would it? That's the
No,
whole
but is it
point.
something we don't know about? And mine's just really cool.
Maybe I haven't been in one
No,
that I
me
know of.
neither.
Don't think I have.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
they start partying in the mine, don't they? Which doesn't happen until the end of the
Mm.
81 version. So it's kind of like when you're watching it, you're like, is it a remake? Is it a reboot? Is it what's going on here? And then
Yeah,
Harry
they kind of
Warden
did a
turns up,
combination, didn't they?
like, yeah, he turns up straight away and starts massacring loads of people, doesn't he? There was
Mm. Yeah,
dead teens left, right, and centre at this point already.
there's a lot of
Um,
death.
yeah, racking up the body count quick, and then you're like, what the fuck's going on? Who's who? I don't know what's going on. And then it is TJ. No, he's not TJ, is he? In this one, he's
Tom.
Tom. Tom.
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Tom.
yes. He gets. Well, he's about to be trapped down there, isn't he? And then Axel and Sarah's in the car, and Axel's
Mm.
just like, "Ah, fuck it, I'm going to drive off." So he just drives off, leaves him there.
Yeah, and I will say she may have made a bit of a fight, like, "Oh no, don't go," but no, she gave up pretty easy. She was happy to leave him in the mine.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she? I know. And then it blows up, and then he disappears for
Yeah,
10 years because he's been blamed for the explosion,
yeah, and that
killing the
sort of ties
miners.
in with TJ in the first one, doesn't he? It's TJ,
Yeah,
right?
TJ leaves in the first
Yeah,
one, doesn't he? Because of the was it because of the trauma of it all and stuff?
yeah, yeah. But I mean, just the way that's what I mean. That's one thing I do like is it was like a remake, but also a carry on, but a bit of both. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I suppose it was. To be fair,
Because
you're right.
throughout, there's loads of nods back to the original one, which I really like.
Yes, it wasn't a straight up remake. They did change it up a little bit. Like in the first one, the small town they're in is called Valentine Bluffs, which I think
Mm,
is just a really cool fucking name for a town, in all
it
honesty.
is. Yeah.
Um, and then in the remake, let's call it a remake just for,
Yeah.
uh, in the remake, it's called Harmony,
Why'd they change that?
which I don't think is as good. Yeah, I don't
Not
know
even
why they
slightly as
changed it.
good.
No. So yeah, Valentine Bluffs all the way. Point to 81 there. Boom. I think 81 had the
Mm,
better opening as well.
definitely.
Um, although it's yeah, strangely 80s. I was saying.
It's very
So yeah,
80s.
I think so far 81's 2-0 up.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was just thinking you talk about 80 horrors and you just think nudity, don't you? But actually
Yeah.
the '09 one had more nudity.
Yes, I was going to touch on this later, but do you want to go over it now?
Well, we've approached it, so we might as well.
Yeah, so one of the surviving girls from the mine, isn't it, from the party scene? I'm trying to think
Hmm.
of her name. Irene, I think
Yeah,
it
I think
is,
that's right. I think that's right,
which
yeah.
which always makes you think of an older lady, but she's
That's
not
my
an older
nan's
lady in
name.
this, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
actually.
the next bit's going to be really weird then, man. So,
It
um,
is Irene,
yeah,
just to confirm.
there's a scene where Irene's having sex with some guy,
Hmm.
but she's fully nude, and the
Hmm.
nudity goes on for ages.
Yeah, like she stays naked.
She stays naked for like a fair few scenes, yeah, running about all over
She's
the
got shoes
place.
on, at least,
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, good point. Not completely naked, yeah,
yeah. But she yeah,
and
she runs outside of the gun fully naked.
yeah, full
And
frontal.
they
You
don't
see
try and hide
everything.
it. They don't try and cover anything up. You
No,
just see all of it.
and I did find out that this was actually her first nude scene in a film. So you think to be that confident, to be running around that naked for that long,
Yeah, proper
that
naked.
does take some confidence. So,
Awesome money.
and she's quite funny in it as well.
Yeah, I actually quite liked her. She was all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Although the bed bit
Um,
was a bit annoying.
bed bit.
The bed, where she's got the bed up against her like it's a cage.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, just get on with it. Jesus Christ, you're gonna die. We all know
Yeah,
it. Let's do
yeah.
it now.
So while we're touching on characters, good old Irene there.
Mm.
What did you make of the characters from the 81 version? Did you have a favorite?
I did like all of them. I like the sheriff and is it the mayor?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that they were a little bit stupid, as in it was goofy, but I just kind of liked
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they had a bit of personality, didn't they? It's a bit silly.
Yeah,
Silly in
yeah.
a
I
fun
mean,
way.
yeah. No, I mean, I didn't really have it. I mean, the goofy one was relatively funny. The one that
Yeah, was
I'm not
that
going to be able to explain it.
Hollis?
We'll
Was
go with
it
that.
the guy who gets the that's the chap I like, the guy who gets the nail gun in the face later on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's him. He's quite good.
Yeah, I quite liked
Uh,
him.
but yeah, the rest of them they were okay. The main girl was pretty good. I quite enjoyed
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
I didn't really like TJ or Axel. I thought they were, doesn't
Yeah, I was going to say both of the main male leads in it actually annoyed me a bit.
they?
TJ and Axel, Axel especially, but TJ
Yeah,
wasn't.
he was
He weren't coming across overly likable either. So,
no.
um,
Mabel, actually, Mabel's my favourite.
oh yeah, Mabel was good. Yeah,
Poor
and the
Mabel.
girl. and there was another girl in it as well, Patty, I think she was called, the one who was going on about, oh, I'm going to get this dress that's down to here and
Oh,
up
that
to there,
the one
and
that's going out
you
with
know,
the big guy with the mustache.
yeah. And the guy with the mustache is the guy that I liked as well, Hollis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was good as well,
I'd
to be
say.
fair.
So I think they had some fun, quirky characters. Like I say, both of
Yeah.
those, Patty and Hollis. The
On
sheriff,
Mabel quickly as well, there was another Easter egg there.
yes,
Like her dead body in the washing machine, they did that in the '09 one as well, which I was thought was
they
nice. And it
did.
was almost exactly the same.
Yeah, just a lot later in the film, wasn't it, that time round?
Mm.
So yeah,
But I
character called
appreciated that as
Rosa.
well.
Yeah, I did. That was a nice little
Mm.
callback. Not a complete copy. Well, it kind of was, but it was done in a different context and a
Yeah,
different
it was I
different
didn't think it
scenario.
was a copy or a cheap grab there. I thought it was actually almost like a tip of the
Like
hat to the
a
original.
homage. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
good one.
homage. Well,
Yes, tip of the
yes.
hat. I
Yes,
like it.
yes.
Yeah, so I thought the characters are okay in 81.
Mm.
Like you
What
say, I
about
did like
'09?
the goofiness between the mayor and the sheriff. That's fun.
Yeah,
Oh 09, see, I think oh 09 struggled to create memorable characters.
I didn't like any of them
No,
except for
apart from
Irene.
thinking
Irene was cool.
Irene was kind of funny. She was fun. Yeah, I was going to say TJ again. Then Tom. I don't know why they changed his name to Tom. I mean, it is Tom in the original, but they all call him TJ. So in
I
this one,
suppose
they
that's
just
quite cool, though. I suppose that they've sort of changed
uh,
it a smidge but kept it the same. I don't know.
yeah, they just straight up call him Tom. I thought he was just a moody, didn't have any personality,
Too
boring.
busy
Wasn't really.
pouting. Too busy being
Yeah,
attracted, wasn't
yeah, that's it. That's it. And then Axel, I mean, you're not supposed to like him. He wasn't a likable character. He was cheating on Sarah and stuff, wasn't he?
he? Yeah, he's a bit of a knob.
But again, wasn't likable. So I suppose out of all of them, Sarah was one of the better characters.
Actually, I didn't like her either. Well, she was annoying.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Running around the
She had
supermarket like an absolute tit.
she had more to do in this one though. It did
Yeah, I
involve her
guess.
more than whereas in the 81 version it was a bit more, oh, you're just there to be the sort of the girl in the love triangle between the two guys.
Yeah, true, I guess.
And I know she was in the
Yeah,
2009 one, but she seemed a bit, I don't know, a bit more. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. She just had more to do.
she definitely had more to do, but I
There
didn't
was
like
more
her.
about her. Yeah. No, he didn't like anyone.
No. I don't really like the '09 one.
No, I didn't
Apart from the
mind it.
3D sort of effect when you're in the cinema and stuff, it's pretty boring.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry.
it's one of those ones I think where it does just it kind of washes over you. There's some cool kills, but there is
Yeah.
loads and loads of kills, and they all
Mm.
start merging into the same sort of kill.
Yeah, a lot of pickaxe through the chins and the eyes and stuff in it, which
Yeah,
is still
like not
cool, but
yeah, it doesn't stand
mm,
out as much though when you've seen it 15 times to whereas if
I
you see it
know.
once, in the 81 version, one of them he gets it through the chin and out through the eyeball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I
They don't
thought that was
overdo it
a
in the original.
no, and I thought that was amazing. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty shocking,
Mm.
especially for 81. It looks really cool.
And the washing
But
machine body as well. That was good for '81.
yeah,
Bloody
the
good.
makeup effects were really well done.
Mm.
Poor old Mabel. Loved her
Poor
Mabel.
Mabel.
But yeah.
Damn Mabel.
Yeah, so for me, the characters of 81 blow the oh 09 characters out of the
Hmm.
water.
I
Um, I
agree.
did I did kind of like, I mean, it's only because I like the actor. Tom Atkins was playing Sheriff Burke in the remake. He's a bit of a
Oh,
horror
yes.
icon. As you know, he's in one of the good Halloween films, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Ah, God.
Yeah, we'll leave that there because I know your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, that's not. Oh, it is him. I just realised.
Yeah. So it was good to see him in a modern film. Um,
Yeah, no, that's quite good actually. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
if I'd never
and
seen him again, that would have been fine. But
and I think he got the best kill in this one as well. He gets it what through the chin,
hmm
but then he gets his jaw ripped off, doesn't he?
Juicy. Wet gooey.
Yes, wet gooey.
Wet
Yes,
gooey.
let's get a
What's
t-shirt.
a wet gooey? Yeah, I do want a t-shirt.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah. So again, characters 81. So what's that? 3-0.
Yeah, I think so.
Remake's getting messed up, mate. It's getting messed up.
I can't
Say
really
what you
see
want.
anything that the remake's going to do better. Although there is
I'm
one
trying to
thing
I'm,
actually.
I'm trying to think of something to pull it back. Yeah.
I
So
think there is one,
um
but we might want to save that. I don't know.
okay. Did we want to do a
Or do
little
we
bit?
just do it?
I haven't got a lot of facts and stuff on this one, but I didn't know if we just wanted to chuck out like who directed it and all that and the ratings or
Which one are you talking about then?
both. I was going to do both just quick.
Oh, do you want me to do the first one then?
I was going to, but yeah, if you want to.
No, I don't want to do it now.
Fair. Okay. Do
You
you want me
go.
to
You
do
go.
it?
No, no,
Yeah, I was
you're
just going to
organised. You
say.
do it.
So My Bloody Valentine '81 was directed by someone called George Mihalka. Don't know if I
Nailed it.
pronounced that right. Don't know if I
I
pronounced
assume.
that right. Pretty cool name. Haven't
Mm,
heard of that person. I don't know what else they have done. I need to look into them a little bit.
that person.
IMDb gave this 6.2 out of 10.
That's
So
fair.
anything over six is pretty decent, isn't it, on IMDb?
Yeah, for horror
It's
movies it is. Yeah,
Canadian
they score it
Canadian
quite low,
film.
don't they? Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
original was filmed in Canada. Yeah.
Hey.
And then the remake was directed by Patrick Lussier.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know who that is either. Maybe I'm just being very ignorant. I didn't look into who he was and what else he has done.
I ain't got a
Apologies. We have
clue,
been
bro.
extremely busy lately, haven't we, Grant? So
What did he do? He
um
did. Oh God, this is why I done Terminator Genesis. Enough said.
I didn't watch that. I didn't, yeah, I wasn't
No,
brave
you
enough to
don't
watch that.
need to. It's the worst
Okay.
goddamn thing ever. Sorry, mate, but it is.
And IMDb 5.4 on this one, which I think is probably kind of high.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd
It's,
be happy with anything between like 4.5 to 5. I would say.
yeah, so a touch high, maybe a touch low on the original, a touch high on the remake for me personally.
Yeah, I think maybe push up to a 7 for the original and a 5 for this one would be more
I think
accurate,
that's I think
in
that's
our
fair.
opinion.
Yes, the
Yeah.
remake was filmed in America. So we touched on some of the
America.
characters, but just quickly, should we go over a few of the cast? And I won't go over loads because the 81 version, I didn't know anybody in the cast. So I've
No,
just
no.
done 81. I've done TJ, Axel, and Sarah. So TJ was Paul Kelman, Axel was Neil Affleck, and Sarah was Laurie Hallier.
Laurie Hallier.
All,
Yes.
all unknowns, I believe, at the time.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't. I mean, have any of them got on to do much more? I don't know.
I dropped the ball a bit. I haven't looked into it. I'm sorry.
I mean, why would you? I don't know.
I would have normally, but we've had three films because we got a little bit behind, didn't we? So we've been trying to watch and squeeze in three films, and we're going to record several episodes in quick succession.
Yeah. Doesn't look like the Sarah's done much, to be fair. She was on Star Trek Voyager. That was
Okay.
about it.
And then in the 2009 version, there is a
Yes.
couple. Well, there's a few I recognise from here. So I've gone with
Jamie King for
Tom
sure.
slash TJ. Yeah, Tom was Jensen Ackles, who everyone is going to know from Supernatural,
Of course. I
which I
definitely
haven't
knew that.
which I haven't watched, but I do know him as Soldier Boy in The Boys. There you go.
Oh, was he Soldier Boy in The Boys?
Yeah, yeah, he was. He was.
Mm.
So,
Nice.
Jamie King was Sarah.
Yeah, I know Jamie King very
Yeah,
well.
I've seen her in a fair few things. I couldn't name many. Sin City, I
I
think she's
feel
in.
like I might be mistaken. I want to say that she was in My Name Is Earl, but I think I've got it wrong. I think I'm thinking of someone
I
else.
know. I think she might have been, or someone who really looks like her.
Yeah, because there's a main girl in there, but it doesn't matter.
I think she was in. Was she in? Have you got it up on your screen? Was she in? I watched the zombie thing on Netflix a while ago.
Hmm.
What was it called? Black Summer. I think
Yeah.
Black
Oh,
Summer.
yeah. That's why I'm recognizing her. Yeah, she was
And
in Black Summer.
that was actually really good.
Yeah, she was good in that.
Yeah, yeah, we won't go on about that too much today, though. So, but it's well worth a watch if you like zombie stuff.
I
We've
feel like I've
got
got the My Name Is Earl thing wrong, you know.
have a quick look while I do these ones. We've
Yeah,
got
all right
Kerr
then.
Smith, who was playing Axel, who I don't recognise his name, but I recognised his face in the film.
Yeah.
So there you go. I wanted to say who played Irene because she was well funny. So Betsy Rue playing Irene, and then
Let's
of
see.
course mentioned already, Tom Atkins was Sheriff Burke.
I was wrong. I was completely wrong, by the way. It was Jamie Presley. Peanut.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. They do look very similar though, actually, I think.
They do a bit, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Anyways, right, back to the Revenge of the Remake. So 81's winning 3-0.
Mm,
Do we think '09 can pull it back?
no.
What else do you wanna go over? We should
Well,
probably go over
should
the
we
go on.
go on? No, you go on.
All right. I was gonna say we'll go over the kills.
Yeah, let's do
The
the kills.
kills, that's what we're all normally here for in these types of movies, aren't we? So
Bit gooey.
now I did make a list of them all, but I'm not gonna go over all of them because there is a fuckload in the remake.
I
All
love that you
right.
made a list of
So,
all the kills.
well, you know me. So I do like my lists and my notes.
Yeah, no, good
Um,
on you.
so in 81, I clocked 11 notable kills. I'm not going to include ones that happen usually off screen or characters that aren't integral to the story. Okay,
Not
because
bad, is it? 11
it's
kills.
pointless. And there was a lot of those in the remake as well. So I
Mm.
think there's something like 47 kills in the remake or so, if you include
Is
all the
there
off-screen
actually?
ones and the ones that were mentioned, here and there story-wise.
He's
Um,
efficient.
so at the start of 81, we mentioned the pickaxe through the chest tattoo one. Pretty
Mm.
memorable.
Pushes her on it. That was a
Pretty.
good one.
We had Mr. Palmer stabbed in the chest by Harry Warden, and then his heart
Yeah.
ripped out. So that was Axel's dad. That's what sparked off Axel's rampage, and it's.
Um.
Mabel, of course, in the washer dryer with
Oh,
her
Mabel.
skin peeling and looking
Yeah. She was definitely
crispy.
tumble dried, weren't she?
She was definitely double dried on the
Yeah.
hottest setting. Yeah.
Efficient
Um,
dryers. You got to say.
yeah, very way better than my modern one, mate. So,
Yeah, I got you.
Happy, who was Happy the barman who also worked in the mine.
Was he the one that always was telling somber stories like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
kids are
yeah, the
gonna
grumpy
regret"?
bar guy. But then he had a miner's outfit and he went into the mine, didn't he? Because
He's a
then
busy chap. When's he rest?
this is the really good bit where he's setting up a fake Harry Warden behind the door, wasn't he? Do you
Oh,
remember?
is that him? I didn't
Yeah, that's
realise
him.
that was him.
He was setting up a fake one to then fuck the kids up and scare them,
I,
and then
I
the
like the
real
way
one got him.
he checked back on it like 6 times, like,
Yeah, 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 and then just once more. Yeah,
yeah, and here
and then of
I am.
course the Harry comes out
I
up through
like
the
that
chin,
one.
up through the
That
chin,
was a
pops
good
his
kill.
eyeball.
That that was a
Best
good
kill, I think
kill.
that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the setup was
Um,
fun.
yeah, completely memorable. Really good.
Absolutely.
Dave got his face boiled in the water.
Oh yeah, the hot dog water,
So
wasn't it?
yeah, oh yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah, because then they find a heart in there later on, don't they? Yeah, I remember
that's
that. So
it.
it's all coming
Yeah.
back to me.
Yeah, see, there you go. Sylvie got lifted up and impaled on the water pipe, and then he turned it on, and the blood's come out of her mouth.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
that was good.
yeah.
You
So
don't
again,
see it, do you? But that was good.
no, yeah, pretty
That was one
memorable
thing
film.
before we move on quickly about little nods back. That
Yes.
scene where the suits are dropping, they do that in 2009 one as well, where she's running away from the miner, and he keeps dropping the boiler suits around her. I was like, ah, that's from
Oh
the
yeah.
81 version as well.
There you go. See, you were paying attention
I
more than you
was
thought.
more than I realised. Anyway, carry
Yes.
on.
Mike and Harriet get impaled with a big drill off screen. So you see their dead bodies with the drill going through them, the
Oh,
massive
yeah.
drill, but you don't actually see the kill.
Shame, shame, shame.
Hollis gets the nail gun to the side of the face and then the forehead.
Poor
That's pretty
guy.
cool. And I like to think that in one of the final destinations, I think it's number 5, might be number 4, they do a nail gun kill a little bit similar. And I like to think Final Destination took inspiration from My Bloody Valentine for that.
I'm sure you're right, Ben. I can't remember what
Probably
on
just
earth you mean.
probably just my mind, but Um, Howard got hanged and then his head fell off as they went down the ladder.
Yeah, yeah.
So quite a
Poor
quick
guy.
one.
Oh yeah, I remember that when
Yeah.
they're trying to go up. Yeah,
And then surprisingly, this one surprised me. So Patty got stabbed in the stomach with a pickaxe. So she's like the last kill. But I
yeah.
thought she'd have a more gruesome death, being quite a fun character.
He's probably a bit tired, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably a bit. Yeah.
He's been
And
doing
then
a
of
lot of
course
killing.
we get Axel. He's supposedly dead in the mine, and and then Sarah goes back in to hold his hand, and you see the other side of the rockfall, and he's there cutting his arm off. And then
Lovely
yeah,
chap.
he cuts his arm off. He's laughing, and then he runs off. Doesn't he? And he says something. Doesn't he? I can't remember what he says, but he just runs off into the mine.
Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, some cool, some memorable ones in here. So
Yeah, no, they're
that's
good.
11 that I've clocked.
For
I've
an
got
81 film as
down,
well.
yeah, I've got down here for the '09 15 kills. But the
Yeah.
first one I've just put various minors, and then number 2 is various men and women because that's in the very bit at the start, and then
The
the
party.
party, and then the party in the mine. I wasn't going
Yeah.
to list them all one by one because we've got no idea of their names and nobody gives a
No.
shit. So,
Very true.
yeah.
That's the main thing
Uh,
to take away.
yeah, and then we start getting some named character deaths. We got Jason stabbed through the back of the head and the eyeball, so that's the
Yeah,
3D eyeball bit.
yeah, yeah. That was very
And so
much in your face.
they done the eyeball early, in the homage.
Yeah, good.
Uh,
It's hard open.
some teens killed off screen. Michael stabbed through the cheeks.
Mm.
That's
Oh
quite
yeah.
fun. It sort of goes through, doesn't it? Yeah, that was horrible. Brandy got the shovel in the mouth decapitation,
Oh, that
which
was a good one.
yes,
Where
probably
he
the
like
most
he
memorable one.
hammers it in and then she just falls apart.
Yes, I
That was
really
good.
enjoyed that
I
one.
enjoyed that
Really
one.
good, really
Yeah.
clever. Also very similar to the axe one in Wrong Turn, which I think Wrong Turn was before. Do you know where I think it's the axe and it goes through her mouth and she's up in the tree and then her body
Can't
falls
remember,
down and
mate.
hits the branches of the tree. So yeah, put me in mind of that, but still really
I'm
cool.
sure. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure. I believe you.
Harry Warden, you see Harry getting shot in the back when he was killed by the
Yeah.
police years ago. So a bit of a flashback one.
Yeah.
Frank, who was the bald guy having sex with Irene, gets the
Oh, that
pickaxe
was quite good actually.
through the top of the head. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
quite
The
good.
makeup on that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then Celine gets stabbed under the chin and lifted up into the light,
Is that
which
is
then,
that the very short lady
yeah, the one in the
that
hotel
owns
room.
that
Yeah.
motel? Yeah.
Yes. And then gets electrocuted via the light that
Yeah.
she's been stabbed up into.
She didn't deserve
So,
that, did she?
so that was quite, yeah, quite a fun one.
It's quite unkind.
Uh, yeah, we then get Irene stabbed in the stomach. William,
Irene.
I can't even remember who that was, but he was stabbed in the arm, the forehead, and then stabbed in the stomach. So that's what I mean. The kills are all getting, some of them are getting a bit similar.
Yeah.
I can't even remember half of these named characters
Bit of
now.
stabbing.
Bit of stabbing.
Yeah.
Ben gets his head pushed onto the pickaxe.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that was pretty good.
Megan's had her heart ripped out off screen.
Oh.
And then you get Rosa stabbed in the side of the head and melted in the dryer. So that was the throwback to the Mabel kill from 81.
What a way to go.
And then, yeah, and then Sheriff Burke stabbed under the chin and his jaw ripped out.
Yeah, there's a lot of stabbing in the chin, didn't there, in all of them?
Yeah,
Suppose you
that's what
would
I
do
mean.
with a pickaxe, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I think when it was done in the first one once, it stands out.
Yeah,
But like I
true.
say, when
Yeah.
you've done it, when you've then done it three, four times in a remake, it's like, God,
Mm.
geez, you know.
Yeah, we get
Yeah,
it.
I'm not too sure how many ways you can kill someone with a pickaxe. I'm not that weird. I haven't gone that deep into looking. So,
No, just have to
um,
think about it, wouldn't we?
but yeah, there's a lot of kills. Like I say, there's a lot of kills in the remake, but they just didn't stand out as enough for me. Was it because
No,
I've been?
yeah,
Was it because
they
I'm
kind of just went for a
desensitized?
slasher
Because
gore fest, didn't they?
yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it.
They
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 did
lent
indeed.
too heavily on the 3D, and I reckon it worked in cinemas, but it just doesn't
Mm.
work long term.
No, I
But
did like.
that's what
Don't
they
get me
wanted.
wrong. I liked the eyeball popping out and stuff, but it was clearly done for 3D.
Yeah,
My favorite was possibly the pickaxe through the jaw and then the jaw being ripped off.
I like the shovel. I've got to say, I love the
Or
shovel.
yeah, yeah, I was going to say or the shovel. They're both probably on par. Yeah, for me.
I
All
think
in
the
all,
shovel
though,
takes it for me because it's,
yeah,
and also it's because it was a bit different because it was a shovel, not a pickaxe. It's probably why I liked it.
that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
very good point.
yeah.
It was definitely fun, like I say. But what do you think takes it for best kill? No, sorry, not best kill. 81 or 2009 for kills.
I'll go 81. I mean, it is
Yeah,
close to be fair, but
yeah.
I remember more of 81 than I do '09, so it's got to be the right one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same. I think, like I say, a bit of overkill in the remake. Like I keep saying, too many kills. I didn't think I'd
Mm,
ever say this, but it
yeah, no,
gets a
it
bit
does. It
like,
makes it
oh
muddy.
God, yeah. Whereas the impact of the kills in the first one are better.
Oh, gotcha.
So unless you've watched the cut version, and then you won't see half the kills because we watched
Oh,
the uncut version.
oh,
And
good.
yeah, the original was heavily edited. Right. So one positive about the '09 version, I
Yes.
thought personally, moving
When
on
it
from the
finished.
kills. Yes, when it finished, I woke up and I was like, "Oh, it's done." No, but, was they actually had some really good crunchy sound effects on the kills.
A bit of crunch.
Yeah, so gave him a little
Yeah,
bit more
good. Yeah.
impact. So,
The
so yeah.
quality of kills was better, but that's just down to budget and
Oh yeah, the
time. But
look of them.
yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
sound
yeah.
was very good. You're right.
Yes. So I will give it that. Not enough to give it a point. I
No,
don't think.
you
I
would
don't
give
know. Maybe
the
less.
sound. I'd give the sound point to the new one.
Yeah, the sound effects. I would.
Not sound as a whole.
You know where this is going to go, don't you? I'm going to give the sound effects a point to '09, and then the actual music.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Back to, no, so yeah, sound effects. We'll give a point. Then so what's that? 4-1 to 81,
Yeah, 4-1. Yeah.
and then this is going to bring it back round for sure.
Well,
So
there is one point we're going to talk about, and I think that goes to '09 as well. But
yeah, yeah, we'll come on. I think I know what you mean. Let's uh,
yes,
just go with the music for a second. So at the end
music.
of 81, there is
Banger.
a terrible, there is a cool slash terrible song that plays,
Absolute banger.
dependent on how you look at this, right?
Mm,
It can actually be both cool and terrible at the same time.
yeah.
It's a song called "The Ballad of Harry Warden." So obviously all about the miner, the original killer of the miner.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's just some weird, strange folk sounding song with some guy
I
singing
mean,
all about Harry Warden.
top marks for effort, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's memorable. I remembered it
Definitely
well.
something a bit different. Yeah.
Yes. So there we go. It's not
I
worth
didn't
a
even know
point
there was
back.
an original Bloody Valentine, until you told me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never even knew it existed. So that was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's fair. I do think the 2009 one isn't terrible. I know we've ripped on it a little bit,
No,
but
yeah, no, no.
it is if you're in the right mood for just a mindless slasher kind of film with loads of blood and guts, it is a
Mm.
fun watch to a degree.
I think if I could get 3D again, like if I could get a 3D TV or wanted to, I don't want one, but let's say I could
Yeah,
watch it in 3D, I
yeah,
reckon it'd be a
yeah,
lot more fun as well.
yeah. Get a VR headset, man. You can watch VR films in VR, 3D films in VR.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just a minor, at least £300
I
cost.
was just going to say, just a little
Yeah.
500 smackers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, when we're super rich and famous, then sure. But
there you
right
go.
now, no.
Yeah, we'll put it on the Christmas list.
Yeah.
Right, you wanted to bring up something positive about the
Yes,
2009 as well.
I found that in the 81 version,
Hmm.
when it was revealed that Axel was the killer,
Yes.
I couldn't care less. I was just I was like, I don't care that that's him.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of agree. I think the reveal did let it down a little bit because
I
I
just
didn't
didn't.
overly like Axel
Yeah, I just
anyway.
didn't care.
No, you're like,
I was
oh,
like,
okay,
oh.
it's him.
And I think
Yeah.
in the back of my mind, I was thinking it was TJ the whole time, and I was trying to think,
Hmm.
why do I think that? And I was like, it's because I'm remembering the '09 version because that's what I think '09 did better.
Okay. Yeah. You think it
It
had
changed it. Yeah,
a better killer reveal, basically. Also a better
100%.
ending, but a
And
better
the
killer reveal.
story behind the killer and why he was doing
Hmm.
it, and like the reveal where he starts to see Harry Warden walking behind Sarah, and she's like, shoot him, and he's not there,
Yes.
and you can tell he's just gone mental.
Yeah.
That for
That was actually
me,
really well done.
yeah, that was way better than the '81 version. Like I actually cared about that one.
Yeah, okay. They played more on the mystery, I think, on the '09. You know,
For sure.
you knew it was going to either be Axel or TJ in both versions, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
But
absolutely.
the mystery side of it was more at the forefront of the '09, and it worked better in
Mm,
'09 actually.
mm.
Um, yeah, so the kind of backstory, what they flashed back to was that Tom found the grave, wasn't it, of
Yeah,
Harry
yeah, yeah,
Warden,
yeah, yeah.
and
And he pulled
Harry
the mask out.
Warden's he pulled all the mask out and stuff, and then the essence, the presence of Harry Warden
Mm,
possessed him basically and gave him like a split personality, didn't it?
yeah, and I just thought it was cool.
Which was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to agree on that. I quite liked that actually.
Yeah,
And
it sounds.
there is a
Yeah,
scene, I think it's just after the one that you said where Tom sees Harry behind Sarah, and you're like, oh fuck, so it's not Tom.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you see Harry disappear and go into Tom. But it's
Mm,
just after that where Sarah's running away and Tom's walking along with a pickaxe and he's smashing the lights out.
yeah,
And as he smashes them out, you get a flicker of like him in the miner suit. It was Harry.
yeah. That was cool,
And
and
that
I
was really
like
well
that.
done.
That to me was another nod to the original because one of the
Mm.
things I remember from the '81 that was really cool was
Yeah.
when obviously we know it as Axel. He's walking down the mine, smashing the lights, and I just thought that was a really
Yeah.
cool visual. And then they did it in the '09, and it
They
was
did.
cool.
But it looked good in the '09 one, I think, because of the effects where you can suddenly flick up
Yeah,
and it, puts the suit over
yeah.
Jensen Ackles, Tom.
I think
So
yeah,
yeah.
ending wise, '09 gets a point over '81.
I like the reveal of '09 more, but I like the actual ending of '81 more because it's just silly and fun. Like where Sarah goes back to hold his hand and then you see him on the other side of the rock cutting his arm off and then run off laughing because
Nah,
it's just stupidly '80s.
we're
So,
calling it a
but
tie then because I like the
what do you
'09 one
think?
more.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to be kind and say I will give you the point for '09 there
Oh, I'm taking it then. Sick.
because I think you're pushing for that, and I actually like the killer reveal in '09. Yeah,
It's just
so
better, more memorable. Real, even though I'd seen it before, I was even now I was like, oh shit, yeah. Because
I
I
did.
watched the original and I was like, oh, this is Axel.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's going to be Axel again. I was like, oh no way, they changed it.
Yeah, it was quite clever of them to twist it round. And like I say, in the
Yeah.
'09 one, you do sort of flip flop backwards and forwards. You think, oh, hang on, this Axel. No,
Mm.
it's Tom. No, it's Axel, and it does keep you guessing.
And I do
So,
like in '09 how they flash back to show you how he did certain things. Like the locking himself in the
oh yeah,
cage in the
yeah,
mine and stuff.
yeah,
I thought that was a nice
yeah.
touch. They sort of explained it rather than it just being a. Yeah, it was me all along.
Just up in the air. Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah. So what are we saying? That's 4-2. 4-2.
Yeah, we'll go 4-2. I think that's fair.
I think that's a fair result.
Yeah, I think
If
that's
we're
quite an
done,
accurate scoring as well. Yeah.
yeah. If we're done, was the mine called the same thing? It was, wasn't it, in this one?
I think so. I wouldn't, Ben, you're the educated one.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I think it is because he's still Tom Hanniger, isn't he? And he's TJ Hanniger in the
Hmm.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is the
I
Hannigan
think
mine.
so.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
exactly the
yeah,
same. Yeah.
that's cool. But I do like the setting. I've got to say, I quite like the mine setting.
I like the mindset. That's what I like more about the 81. So we could do this as another point, actually. I think the whole environment is 81 all along because 2009 mine just got a bit messy. It was everywhere. It was just a
Yeah,
kind of a bit more of a normal slasher, whereas the 81 really fixated on that mine a lot more, which I liked.
yeah, and you see him in that lift bit going down and everything, and
Yeah.
it felt more real. I
And
think
the
in
train
81.
car, that was a pretty cool scene
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to give more points to 81,
I do.
I'm all
I
happy for
do.
that. So
You
yeah,
take
yeah.
this as it is because I never prefer 80 movies, but I actually
No, I
do watch
know.
them.
I'm literally
So
shocked. So,
5-2 is the final score in my
5
opinion.
2. Is it? Have we got any more?
Nah,
They
that'd
both
do.
do that. They both do the killer clues and the hearts in the boxes and things, don't they? In the Valentine's boxes.
Yeah, I never really cared about that
Um,
bit though.
the 81 has the kids just wanting to party in the mine, going have a Valentine's
Mm.
dance, even because the mayor's like, no, we're shutting your dance down. So they're like, well, we're going to do it in the mine. Ha, fuck you, fuck Harry
Up
Warden.
yours.
You know, yeah, just
It's quite a
rebellious
cool place to have
kids.
a party, to be fair, in that little like
Oh,
staff mess hall thing. I
definitely,
thought that was quite
definitely,
cool.
yeah. So '09 is less rebellious kids fuck the system kind of thing, isn't it? And it's
Mm.
more about the actual mythos about the story about Harry Warden and
Yeah, a bit too
TJ
serious,
and
a bit all
everything.
over the place.
Yeah, but they're both okay
I
in their
quite
own way.
like claustrophobic films and not a lot of characters and not a lot of scenes. I just prefer them. I think it
Yeah,
builds
I
a
mean,
better story. So
I think obviously not. This is completely different, but a really good claustrophobic film like The Descent, where you're stuck in a
yeah, yeah,
case and
yeah.
that
No,
kind
that's
of
a really
thing,
good
you
chat
know.
actually.
So maybe My Bloody Valentine was a little bit
Yeah, yeah,
maybe sorry, The Descent took influence from the setting or what? I don't know. Who
yeah.
knows?
No,
I definitely
it's a good
think
one.
My
You're
Bloody
right.
Valentine is a it's a good 80s slasher.
Yeah, and I'd actually watch it again.
Nice,
Which
good.
is a shocker for me
Come
because I don't
round. We'll get
typically
the
like
beers in.
them.
We'll whack it on. It's a
Yeah,
fun
let's
one.
get some 3D and watch '09 9 afterwards as well.
Yeah, I did actually
Mm.
watch both of them back to back in the
Did you?
same night. Yeah, which was possibly a little bit of Harry Warden overkill, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But one thing I do actually quite like, and it's the same in both films, so we can't rate this, we can't pit this against each other. The actual miner outfit,
Hmm.
I thought is perfect. It
It's
just
a cool
looks,
costume.
yeah, it looks quite intimidating. It looks quite scary, but I'm surprised that they kept it pretty much identical in both films.
Yeah, I suppose what else could you do though? They
I'm
probably had
not
a
sure.
discussion, didn't they? And then were like, "Look, there's just no point in trying anything. This is scary already."
Yeah, yeah, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased they didn't
Yeah,
muck
it's
around with
cool.
it.
It's a really
I'm
cool costume.
also, yeah, and I'm also very surprised we never got sequels, spin-offs, TV series, nothing.
Yeah, I
Um,
suppose.
as,
Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably happen at some point, won't it?
yeah, I mean, especially as Axel obviously survives in '81.
Mm.
Does Tom survive? Okay, he doesn't, does he? No, I don't think Tom survives.
Can't
He
remember.
gets blown up, doesn't he? I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they could easily, someone else could be dressed up as the miner. How many times have we seen these films where
Oh,
someone
it's a
else takes on
scream,
the
isn't it?
role? That's what I was going to
It's
say.
there's
Always
some
a different,
a copycat could come back. You
yeah,
know.
always a different ghost face. Could always be a
Yeah,
different, could always be a different Harry Warden.
love it.
So, um, I have a little while ago purchased some My Bloody Valentine comic books, actually.
Did you know?
So I did indeed. They're not called that. I think it must be a licensing issue. Although it does still have all the character names. Yeah, sorry, I blacked out for a minute. It's just called Massacre of Valentine's Bluffs or something like that. I
Still
think
kind of cool though.
it is, and it follows. It starts by sort of going back, sort of flashback style, to describe what happened in the first film, '81.
Mm.
But then it comes to present day, and TJ is now older, and he's the mayor of Valentine
Oh, that's
Bluffs.
cool.
He took over from his dad.
Similar what
Yeah,
they did with the '09 film then, because they made Axel the sheriff.
Yes, yeah, they did actually. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's a similar-ish.
yeah. So I've only read
Nice.
half. I've only read halfway through, but yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. So there is some other My Bloody Valentine media. It's just not
Yeah,
film or
yeah.
TV media. It's just comic
I
books.
reckon
So
there'll
yeah.
be one soon. I reckon a couple of years
Well,
and they'll
there
do a
is.
remake
Yeah,
of it.
there is. Well, there is whispers that it's coming next year, 2026.
Mm,
So
check
yeah,
me
here's
out.
hoping. Here's hoping. Yeah, it's got to obviously have a Valentine's Day release, surely. So I
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't, then what on earth are you doing?
was going to say, what's the point? Yeah.
What is
So,
the point?
but
That'd be cool.
okay, yeah. To round it up, then 81's better than 2009.
It is.
Um, Quirkier characters, better setting, more memorable kills.
Yeah, done a lot of things that you see in other films nowadays.
Yeah,
We
oh
touched on a
09.
few little nods there, didn't we? So yeah,
That's it.
inspired a
That's
few
it.
movies, I'd like to think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, oh 09 had a better killer reveal. It's got better sound effects, I think. Um,
Yeah, I mean, minus the paranormal side of it, it gives me kind of the Thing vibes a bit as well.
oh, really? I didn't
Well,
see
just
that.
in the environment with the workers all together in a
Yeah.
really small environment and
Oh,
stuff's
yeah.
going on. And not
Yeah,
anything
okay.
else. I just yeah, in terms of like 80s movies, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Similarities there, I like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, that's what I
So there
do
we
in it.
go. Both worth a watch. But if you're only going to watch one, I would personally go for the 81.
And if you somehow can watch the '09 in 3D, because it's just better.
Yes, yes, I might try and do that. Get some. What's it? Those red and blue anaglyph glasses? Is it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
you can get the what is it, the Google Cardboard and use
Oh, I
your
don't know.
phone. That might be
Okay.
might be doable, yeah.
Yeah, we should give it a try. Anyways,
I will.
right, let's wrap this up. So there you go. 81's a winner. Hope you agree.
Yes.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the don't know. Let us know on the socials. There you
In
go.
the world. Let us
Chuck us
know in the
some
world.
messages or don't. It's up to you.
Or
But
subscribe to YouTube or join our Discord, because we're everywhere now.
exactly, all over the place. Take it over the world.
I went Twitch.
Yeah,
I forgot
that's
about I
it.
always forget about Twitch.
Yeah.
But we're
So
there.
we're everywhere. Come find us. Horror movie maniacs. Just search us everywhere. All right. Enjoy your
Damn
Valentine's
straight.
Day, everybody. We'll catch you soon.
Bye bye.